So MHA Volume 42 has even more redraws by Horikoshi, and they look great. Todoroki was redrawn, as well as Deku and Ida, and they look awesome, guys. Let's take a look at all of them. So first off, we'll take a look at Todoroki's fixed drawings. So in chapter 426, we got this shot of Todoroki, and it looked good, but something was off about it when it first came out. Just Todoroki's face did not look like how it usually looked, but in the volume version, it was fixed by Horikoshi, and man, this looks a lot better. Todoroki's face is a little bit more defined now, and he just looks a little bit older, and it looks great. I love this new drawing. On to the next one. For the next one, we had this page where it has Deku, Todoroki, and Ida. For the first version, I think Todoroki looks great, but then we see Deku, and yeah, he looks a little bit off. It's not bad, but it's clear that Horikoshi was rushed. But then we get to the volume version, and this looks a lot better again, and then we have Ida in the background. Yeah, this was a great redraw by Horikoshi. He knew exactly what he was doing. Now on to the next one. For the next redraw, what Horikoshi did was redraw Deku. For the original, Deku was looking a little bit more off. His face was more rounder, and his hair was just different. But for the volume version, he is looking a lot more like Deku. His face is fixed and his hair is fixed as well. It's just super interesting to see what panels Horikoshi chooses to redraw. But now into the next one. For this next one, we got another redraw of Deku and Tsukauchi. So for the first one, I think Deku and Tsukauchi look fine, but maybe the art was a little bit rushed, and there's not as much detail as we usually see. Yeah, for the volume version, they look a lot better. There's a lot more detail, and they look way more cleaner. Horikoshi cooked with this. They look 10 times better. Now into the next one. So for the next one, let's take a look at Deku's final attack on All For One. It might be hard to spot, but this is the old one and this is the new one, and all they did was redraw the effects behind Deku. Just the new one feels a lot more powerful and impactful, but I like the new one more. Now into the next one. Next up, we got this shot of All For One in the Vestige World, and I like this one a lot. So this is the original shot of him in the Vestige World, and it looks great, but there's not as much detail. But it looked good for what it was, but now it's the new one. This is the new one, guys, and yeah, it looks 10 times better. Horikoshi is a god with the pen. I don't know what to say. He completely redrew everything, and it looks amazing, guys. Horikoshi truly is a master at his craft. He knows what to take away and add to the drawing, and it's super interesting to see him make these changes. He cooked again with this. Now into the next one. Right here for Bakugo and Todoroki, all he did was add speed lines behind them, and yeah, this was a necessary change. It looks good. Now into the next one. The next one is Deku punching All For One, and what Horikoshi did is he made the scene look more clearer. This is the original, and it looks pretty fine to me. Like, it's pretty clear what is going on, but for the new one, he made it more brighter, and it's definitely more impactful. Yeah, Horikoshi made this look better. Now into the next one. For the next one, all Horikoshi did was add more detail on the window behind Hawks. We see the sunlight reflection and the silhouette of the buildings behind him, and Horikoshi added shading onto his clothes now. And then for the next one, all Horikoshi did was switch up the paneling for the explosion and Deku. It's a simple change, but it definitely makes the scene better. And now onto the final change of the volume version. And for this final change, all Horikoshi did was take away Deku and made this panel black. And I don't understand the reasoning behind this, but this is what he wanted to do. And he also cleaned up this panel here too. But the final change looks great. But yeah, guys, these were all the changes I could find for MHA Volume 42. Let me know what you think of these. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Just let me know your thoughts. I think Horikoshi cooked.